Pathways to Wholeness podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and I thank you for joining us for this next episode of meditative teaching. Please note that these meditations were recorded in a tropical environment with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds in the background. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Okay, let's just settle in, relax, maybe take a few breaths and just listen to the music before the teaching starts. Consider this. There is an energy, a power, an intelligence within you in this moment, giving you life, creating your life right now. This energy seeks only full expression, the freedom to create in a spontaneous, evolving way. It is evolutionary. It is intelligent. It is creative. From a human standpoint, it is magical and mystical. Because there is no limitation. It is infinite potential and possibility. Anything is possible to it. There are no limits. That is the energy of you, your life. your spirit and soul. But we have separated ourselves from our true identification with that force, that power, that infinite consciousness. We use our bodies to do that. Through the contraction and control exerted over ourselves, we restrain and limit and deny that power. But it will be expressed. But when expressed through the limitations and control, it often expresses as pain and illness and injury and suffering. We like to think that we are victims of accidents and contagious illnesses, and our past and our conditioning and our trauma. We are not victims. We have just developed a fear of our authentic selves. A deep fear of what feels like something insane or crazy or destructive within us. But actually, what we are feeling is the pain and effort of controlling that unlimited power within us. For it will not stop seeking expression. It can't. It is all it does. And we grow exhausted in our efforts to control it. We have accidents, addictions, all kinds of ways of coping with that energy. So that we don't let go. We don't surrender. When we come to the spiritual path, we don't realize what we are taking on. And often it gets corrupted into somehow trying to bypass that which we are so afraid of by correcting our thoughts and our beliefs and just chanting a new system of thought, parroting a new idea. The spiritual path is not about thoughts. It is about a way of being. A way of being in the world, in the moment, in the present, in the now. A way of releasing all those barriers and holding entering into a new state of being, a state where that power, that infinite consciousness, is all there is. For most of us, raised in the Western culture, this is a difficult process. Our trauma and conditioning goes back many generations. The idea of our separation and individuality and aloneness goes deep. We are convinced that I am something other than the truth. And as we begin to grasp the spiritual truth, we begin to cling to the idea of our separation from that truth. We add it to our list of difficulties. Not only is my life difficult, but I can't seem to get over myself and know the truth. Just another trick of the ego to convince us that we are separate. Let's be clear. Nothing can be separate from the truth. That we have free will, a creative imagination, and we can manage our experience, the control of our bodies, our mind. And so we must be clear that we are denying ourselves peace and joy and freedom. Nobody is taking it from us. Nobody is withholding it or blocking it. It is our choice. And what is the purpose of that choice? What are we so afraid of? We must be clear that that is the case. And we must question ourselves intensely. What is so threatening being authentic. And then ask yourself, is what I am afraid of already happening in my life anyway? Am I really solving the problem? It's most likely the problem you are trying to solve with control is not being solved. For in the end, what we want is peace and freedom, security, and love, and joy, and knowing that we are okay. Can we achieve that with control? It's unlikely. Let us be clear. What is inside us is the truth. The infinite, timeless, divine consciousness. The one creative power. The source of infinite potential and possibility. That is what we are denying. That is what we are saying no to. We get afraid of that because we are afraid of our own authentic energy, our responses to the insanity of our situation, our past. We are afraid of that energy. What is it? What is that energy? It is not insanity. Our idea of being out of control, of losing control, is horrifying. That we might do something terrible that we regret. There is no judgment in truth. There is no wrong, no bad in unity. The reality of this moment, all is perfect. The truth is a loving presence, unconditional in its acceptance. It has no capacity to judge or punish. Every one of us is the creation. That consciousness. We cannot be separated from it. It is a loving, divine presence, It is what we are. Let us choose to stop denying it. Stop controlling. Let's give up our efforts to be in charge. It's clear that our strategy has not worked. Our suffering and struggle, our despair and hopelessness have not been alleviated by control. In fact, they are the consequence of control. Let us choose differently, to change the way we live, to change our state of being, to become a free expression of that consciousness. And nothing else. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you'd like more information on these meditations and teachings, visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Surrender. These are guided meditations designed to support you in letting go of whatever tensions or false ideas you might be holding about how things really are, and reaching a state of peace and surrender. That's Pathways to Surrender. Look for the next episode soon. We're uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.